So let's just move on further and see the next question under the mixed problem. So the next question says that sum of the squares of the sum of the areas of the two squares is actually 468 meters square. If the differences of the perimeters is 24 meter, then find the sides of the two squares. So we just wanted to find out the side of the two squares, and the two conditions are given to us, that the sum of the areas of their square or the sum of the areas of two square is actually 468 and the difference of the perimeter is nothing but 24 meter. So let's just solve this question using these two conditions. First of all, we have to suppose the sides of the two squares being x and y. So let's just start the solution. So first of all, let us suppose we are assuming let the sides of two squares, let the sides of two squares be x meter and y meter, be x meter and y meters. So let us suppose if we are taking the sides of the two squares being x meter and y meter, so according to the question it is given to us that the sum of the areas of the two square. As we do know about the area of the square is nothing but side square. So let us suppose if I am writing according to the question, we do know that the area of a square is nothing but is equal to side square. So let us suppose if we are talking about the very first square, then we know that the side of the square is nothing but x meters. So it implies the area of the square would be nothing but is equal to x square, because the area of the square is side square. So if the side of the square is x meters, then the area of the square would be x square. And similarly we'll talk about the second one, and similarly we are talking about the second one. As we know that the side of the square, the second square is nothing but y meters. So the area of the second square, is nothing but y square. Now according to question, we do know that the sum of the areas of the two square, so sum of the areas of two squares is nothing but is equal to 468 meters square. So it implies that x square plus y square is actually nothing but is equal to 468. So this one is nothing but the very first condition that we do have, that x square plus y square is actually is equal to 468, because we know that the area of the first square is x square, the area of the second square is y square. So x square plus y square is nothing but is equal to 468. Now let's just move on further and talk about the second condition. Now it is given to us that the difference in between their perimeter. So let's just talk about the perimeter. As we know that the perimeter of a square, is nothing but 4 into side. So this is the formula for the perimeter of a square. So as a perimeter of a square is nothing but 4 into side. So let us suppose if we are talking about the very first square, the perimeter of the very first square. So the perimeter of the very first square should be nothing but is equal to 4 into x meters. So this would be definitely 4 into x meters. And furthermore, if we are talking about the perimeter of the second one, so let us suppose if we are talking about the perimeter of the second square, then it should be is equal to 4 into y meters, because the side of the second square is nothing but y meters. So it means the perimeter for the second one is nothing but 4 into side, and side is y. So for the very first perimeter we have 4x, and for the second one we have 4y. According to question, it says if the difference of their perimeters. So according to the question, we have the condition that the difference of the perimeters is actually nothing but is equal to 24 meters. So according to this condition, we can say 4x minus of 4y is actually nothing but is equal to 24. 4x minus 4y is equal to 24. Moreover, we can take 4 common out of it. It will take 4 common out of it. So this will be x minus y, which is equal to 24. Let's just take 4 towards the other side. So this would be x minus y is equal to 24 by 4. And that is definitely nothing but 6. So x minus y is equal to 6 is nothing but our second condition. Now we have the two equations, x square plus y square is equal to 468, and the second equation is x minus y is equal to 6. And using both of these equations, we have to find the value of x and y. So how we can do it? Let us suppose if I am using the method of substitution over here in order to find the value of x and y. So from the equation number 2, let us suppose if I am starting from the equation number 2, from equation number 2, we can find the value of x over here. We can write x minus y is equal to 6 as x is equal to 6 plus of y. So using this value, that is the equation number 3, I am substituting this equation into the very first equation. So let's just substitute equation number 3 in 1. So this would be nothing but x square. X square means 6 plus y whole square plus of y square, which is equal to 468. So 6 plus y whole square plus y square is nothing but is equal to 468. Now further, let us suppose if I am solving this for the algebraic identity a plus b whole square. So 6 plus y whole square would be nothing but 6 square plus y square plus 12y plus y square is equal to 468. Furthermore, this would be nothing but 36. So this is 36 plus y square is 2y square plus of 12 of y, which is equal to 468. Let's just take 468 toward this side, and let us suppose if I am rearranging it as 2y square plus of 12 of y plus of 36 minus of 468, which is equal to 0. Moreover, we can write it as 2y square plus of 12 of y negative of, let's just take the difference in between these two. So we have 8 and 6. So this will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be 4. So this is minus of 432, which is equal to 0. Let's just take 2 common out of it. If we'll take 2 common out of it, we will have y square plus of 6y minus of 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 1 is 2, 1 is remainder, and we have 12. So this would be 6, which is equal to 0. So let's just take 2 towards the other side. So we have the quadratic equation as y square plus 6y minus 216, which is nothing but is equal to 0. Now we have to look out, or we have to factorize this particular quadratic equation. So as you can see, we have to look out for the two numbers whose multiplication is 216 and whose difference is 6. So the two numbers would be 18 and 12, because 18 into 12 is 216 and 18 minus 12 is nothing but 6. So let us suppose if I am writing it as y square plus of 18y minus of 12y minus 216 is equal to 0. Let's just take y common out of the very first two terms. So y into y plus of 18 minus of 12, y plus of 18 is actually is equal to 0. So at the end we are getting y plus of 18, y minus of 12 is equal to 0. And if I'll substitute both of these is equal to 0, then we can say y plus 18 is equal to 0, means the value of y is nothing but minus of 18, and further we have y minus 12 is equal to 0, which implies y is nothing but is equal to 12. As we can see, y was actually the side of a square, and obviously the side of the square cannot be negative in nature, as y cannot be negative because it is nothing but the side of the square. So it means y is equal to minus of 18 is neglected because of its negative sign, as the side of a square cannot be negative. So it means this value is neglected. So we have y is equal to 12. So this is nothing but the side of the second square. So if we are talking about the side of the second square, so we have the value of y as nothing but 12. So let's just find out the value of x now. Let's just find out the value of x. As we know that y is nothing but is equal to 12. So using the equation number 3rd, we can say that using the equation number 3rd, let's just substitute y as 12 over here. So we will get the answer as x is nothing but is equal to, so let us suppose I am solving this over here. So as we have y is equal to 12, so let's just substitute the value over here. We have y as 12, so it means x is equal to 6 plus of 12, which is nothing but 18. So x is nothing but 18. So at the end, the solution set for this question is nothing but the side of the two squares is actually 12 and 18. So the answer is 18 meters and 12 meters. 18 meters and 12 meters is nothing but the answer for this particular question. So 18 meter and 12 meter is the answer. I hope all the steps related to this particular question is clear to you.